Hey there, we are back. So, I literally read 3 seconds ago, which is why I started this. There is potentially a way for me to deal with this Zadra Dragon situation. Excuse me, in a better way. Which I appreciated learning. I know what direction I need to take the dialogue tree in. Assuming I can. I'm gonna put on that resolve cape just to be careful. I don't think I need it. I'm also just gonna put this back on, because it clearly didn't help anyways. So let's
I'm here.
take a shot at this. So we're gonna quick save here and try. I can't get the dialogue to work, then there are some strategies
I shall.
that you can try. I just don't know how doable they are for me right now. Teeth? There he is. I was like, that's not an Azure Dragon, that's a glowy glow. That's not connected to anyone. Da-da.
Here you are, nearly at the heart of the world. I have been here since we have. How fortunate you are to learn such well-guarded secrets.
You're the one they spoke
In a
about.
fashion. Think a gate into the past, and each and every man and woman that all that remains of a dead man.
Talked about this. Rather not fight. While you're down here. What will you do when the Adra is gone? Well, indeed, I dig my way free if later tracks are out of this place. Already the Titan is not as much as a few centuries yet for the remainders of this power and now start. Have to here and now. So you are trapped here. Came to this as a hatchling. I was yet small and my wings light. You will note that I have grown, so too is the Adra weighing me down. But I am not wholly trapped, no. The mind wanders, and like your ciphers, I can cast myself beyond the limits of my bones. Only my reach is far greater than theirs. All that has happened since Odd News fall, I have witnessed firsthand. Fall of cities, the death of languages, war, pestilence, mundane lives of farmers and kings alike. Terror days I have lingered in the low consciousness of people 100 leagues apart, but in time always the body calls.
And here I return. The endless tide of treasure hunters. Adnua's sorrow. I have observed 100 lives upon the surface, and all are dear to me. But the flesh reigns.
There's not much Adra left. Time, like all the Walkies pals will die as well. Is there no way to free you?
Do you mean to dig me free? There may be a way, if you are willing. I cannot send the whole of my soul afield, not at once. But if you were to take something of mine past the boundaries of this place, I could obtain a new living vessel, a body with which I might wander the world, as you do.
A vessel, start to kill someone. Weaken, not kill, but yes, I'm fishing my power. My soul will not burn that flesh to cinders. My journeys. The dragon hunter, fallen Roed, was girded her soul against such threats. Lying, godlike I said, did not also enjoy the irony of it. There's something of the shrine of Gallowayne, with the scorched forest, Black Meadow. He's fading into victory. I will.
Then take the amulet. You will need to convince her by some means to place the amulet about her neck.
Okay.
With that conduit between us, I will have the means to displace her soul and gain my freedom.
Sure. This place to sleep your predecessor. Set the scale on the Titan's hand, and I will then move my soul within it up and minimize the game. Once you're out of reach.
Know this. I will not be easily
And
betrayed.
contain me if I do not wish it. So basically, yeah. There's treasure behind her, but I'm guessing I will only really get that once I have done this. And I don't want to test her. So we got an alternative quest. Am I okay with letting her possess some Dragon Slayer? It minimized the game again. The short answer is yes. The long answer is I sure would love a way that I could do this without doing this. But there isn't, and I'm not fighting that fight. It's stupid. You saw how stupid it is. I was, like, sitting a lot of time where I could have been playing the game. I was just sitting there being like, I don't want to do that again. That wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. Oh, wait. Where do I need to go? There's statue. Oh, the highest level. Right. Okay. That's what. Okay. Okay. I got it. I get it. What's level 1? No, what level 1? Where the hand is. So that's interesting. Very, very interesting. Ah, stupid. I just give it to her there. She'll transfer into the amulet. I go put it on the person, and then, well, do something. Maybe I'll be able to diplomacy them and be like, "You'll like this, I promise." And then I won't have had to like lie to them. Oh, I'm such a silly, silly fool. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Did you not? Are we? Oh. Oh. Oh, this is a door that I didn't open. But wait. Oh, what? It's right there.
Hmm?
We're good. I was like, what's going on? What? Oh. Okay, that. Oh. Hello. Who are you? Oh! Not this again, of all times. This is the Watcher. You made this very convenient, running to a ground in the same place. Careful. Hunting parties have joined with the advantage of numbers, making it so they'll surrender rather quickly. There's no need to fight. We haven't found anything. Nor will you. Kill them. Keep the Agile close to hand and want their souls to free of this place.
Yes?
You guys really think you can win? That just... Render, accolade, blade, tracker. That shit ain't gonna work. We're too damn good. Fuck it. Like, look at us. Look at how cool we are.
Yes?
This one. Cool. How enjoyable. What a waste. I don't know why they bother. How can a broken tablet do? They aren't even gonna fathom this. They did tell me you could stop Rautai from trying to conquer the known world. You could have inspired peace at least if you existed. I understand your thoughts are important. This means you're on the right path. No book of virtues, no message of peace, no answers that are wrong. It's the end of it. Answers. Enemies are mine. Glad to hear it. Let's go. We have this bit more. Everything else can go into there. Sure.
Yes?
That was silly. Place the amulet. Okay. Is this the way up? Oh yeah, this is the way up. Here we go. Back up to the surface. And then we can go and do things. I thought it was in the Black Meadow, near the Shrine of Galawain. Apparently they can teach you a dragon slaying ability, which would have helped in that fight as well. But I like doing it this way better. Fighting things is for squares. Like, squares. And then I can go claim whatever treasure's down there for fun and profit. Fun and profits. Both. Not just one or the other. I refuse. I wonder how many levels you could gain from the endless paths if you went down there starting in a a lower level, like 6 or 7 or 8. It's an interesting idea. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, not that much, but there is, really. When you think about it. That's interesting. Oh yeah, up here.
I shall.
Hey look, it's this person. A woman in gleaming mail. Da-da-da. Feel pressing fortune to the dragon nest. Place.
Good day to you.
Must be Fallon Road. My name is coming out. How does you know me? It's a long story. Let's say there's a dragon with minds in your court. You want me to find you? I don't talk in the pub. Can I answer some questions? What can I do for you? Who are you? What's worth of that? Tell me about the Scourge Blade. Dragon hunters. So we fashion ourselves. We work very hard during fair probably never reach that stage. Da-da. What are you doing, Isaac? Fuck those monsters. No, I've never been a very good hunter. I'm looking for you. Outside to weaken her now? That's what I'm guessing.
Brave thou
You can keep doing that, but still gonna win. She said so. What? That was weird. Attack the dude.
Let's have it out!
Not even This isn't working.
Okay, there we go. Blow since attracted her knees. You don't know what you're doing. Think what you would do with this freedom. Moves towards one of takes your shouting at your friend is like encouraging. No, you regrets. So I'll perish and cry. Moment. Dragon? Yes, who else? You know the difference. I followed these things before, but let's do it. Small lungs is fine, because I want to keep this heart. Freed me, it is no small thing to have a dragon in her debt. It's a man called Theos. Can you help me? Yes, I know. So you out chasing some prostitute. He waits for you in the place of the sun and shadow. You must be the town to his heart, or else you'll find yourself walking in Melrot's path. I've gathered for myself 1,000 tales and those many years of death, but I remember yours to deal with. You will be more than a match for mistakes. It should be quite the spectacle. Oh, sorry to miss it. 2,000 years, and now I'm free. I know not where I will go first. Valiant Republics, perhaps? Or the plains of Red Caris. I should like to run with you. Farewell, Watcher. That wasn't help against Theos, it was just you telling me that I didn't need help against this. Hey, look, the quest is done. Well, I guess I get your loot. So that's cool. It's just like, whatever. I'm gonna go down and get my loot now. I wonder if the enemies that she summoned are there, because they'll be easy enough. So I guess it doesn't really matter, but it's still a question. I mean, Fallon Road. Okay, Fallon Road wasn't that easy, but it was so much easier than the dragon. Was that a good morality thing to do? No. Was that in character? No. Do I have any intention of reloading and fighting? No. Nope. That's how that got done. And it ain't getting done any other way, guys. Just saying. It sure would be cool if I could have beaten that Adra Dragon in pitched combat and gotten a scale so that I could do enchanting and crafting and stuff. Sure would have been cool. But I didn't. And I will not. Maybe there'll be Adra Dragon scales in the, Oh, wait! Maybe the body will still be there for me to loot because it was just her soul that moved. Oh, goodness. Okay, this... I like this, but I also will maintain my previous statement that this is stupid, how hard this fight is. There's really no reason for it to be that hard on normal. I heard people complaining about how it was hard on Path of the Endless. I'm like, guys, it's the super boss in the highest difficulty. Seriously, stop complaining. But on normal, other people being like, I can't beat this on normal. Like, yeah, this should be doable on normal. Like, this is ridiculous. It's just insane. Alright, let's just fully explore this area and get out of the way. So there's the feet of the big statue, finally. Go back here. Wherever back here is. Hey, look! Dragon Horde. Look at all the loot, loot, loot. Oh. Okay, then.
I shall be
Let's
discreet.
do this in case there are any secrets. There's for you. Alright. There's... That's not what you don't like. There's for you. That's just a regular arquebus. Ooh, a shield. They don't tell me that there's more, and then don't give me more. I'm just finding there was no really good heavy armor. That's saddening. It feels like the items, those actually were extremely specific items. A small shield, a scepter, a crossbow and light armor, and a grimoire. Really? That's extremely specific. As far as, like... It's just not as good. That's better than that one. Yes. Yes. There you go. No. I'm just saying. So no Adder Dragon body to just loot, which is fine, but it would have made sense to me. There's a toenail, smooth as a steel tower. Okay, here's a thing to loot. It's just the disappointer. I don't know what to think about that. I really don't.
Keeping an eye out.
I guess let's stay sneaking so we can possibly not miss anything if there's things to miss. I don't know if there will be. Okay. It doesn't look like it.
They shall
this
see
is
nothing
definitely
while
one of
I
those,
see
like,
much.
why the hell is there not... I'm gonna look at this shield again. Superb. That's not, it's not that good. Secrets that I can determine. Well, that's ultimately disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I guess I don't know what I was expecting. That just wasn't very much of anything. It wasn't nothing. They clearly knew they had to put loot down here. But they didn't bother putting, like... It's very specific loot. It's like... light armor that's good for a rogue. Or light armor that's good for a very specific class of people. Rogues, ciphers, those kinds of people. You got a crossbow, which is going to be good for a number of classes, but ultimately, you know, not all. You know what I mean? Like, a good crossbow is one good crossbow. There's only a few people who are going to have that as their main weapon. A scepter, which again is basically just useful for wizards. Scepters, rods, and wands are all pretty much exclusively good for wizards. Other people can use them, and no one else gets their ranged attack. And if you have those, there is something better that does melee damage for each of those. There's no reason to use those to do melee. There's something that is superior at that job. Always. But whatever, right? Who cares? What else? And a small shield, which is... I can see it as its purpose for the people who are like, I want a shield, but I don't want an accuracy penalty. But it ultimately, I guess I just sort of feel like could be a lot better. And then, I mean, that was it. It was the light armor, the crossbow, the scepter, and the shield. Those are the only unique items down there, right? Oh, and then a pistol. I don't know what to think about that pistol. It's a pistol. I don't know anyone who uses a pistol. I haven't had anyone use a pistol because... Where did the pistol... Yeah, no. Where did the pistol go? Oh, it's right there. The disappointer. It's terrible. So it's... Oh, this is actually a joke. So that's actually a joke. Okay, well that's funny, but I'm actually disappointed in what was down there. It just seems like a very specific set of items. And then you have to kill him to get an aggro dragon scale. It's the only way you can ever chance on super. Don't feel changed.
You've done it.
He wants to die.
I felt the change from
Sorry.
here. It's as if there was a noise, a voice, underlying every sound in the keep, and I had simply ceased to notice. Silence now seems almost strange.
Yeah.
You have done what the Earls, their descendants, and hosts of explorers could not. There is nobody left to challenge your claim. You are well and truly master of Cadnua.
Cool.
We have known that from the beginning, of course. But now, all the world will know and share my pride in your accomplishments.
Sorry about that. Dude. And yeah. Let's go start the end of the game. I mean, that was it, right? I'd say that. I mean, let's go to the inn first, obviously, and rest, but then we'll go. Well, actually, no. Let's go to the inn in Twin Elms, do that really good suite, and then go. Because that makes more sense, right? I think. I'm gonna be. Otherwise, I'd be traveling and have gained much fatigue from that anyway. So let's just go. Use that inn, that's really close to where I'm gonna need to be. And it's got better stats. That seems like a good plan. I like this plan. You should. So let's go. That's 1 day and 18 hours. What time is it? Isn't that late? I don't know what's wrong. My body. Nice. Yes.
I could use some time to restore my spirit.
Yes, yes. Cool. Let's also see if they have more camping sets so I can max out, maybe. I mean, I doubt the final legend will be as hard as the Endless Paths. We don't need them, but who knows? Yeah, bonus one item tips. Anyways, that should still be there.
Good day, stranger.
So, do. Well, I only need 2. Everything else I don't need. Okay. That's selling. I don't need. Unless there's a meek. There we go.
Welcome.
2 night, 2 contours. Adra dreams. Who knows what that means?
Hey,
I don't. I have everything else done. Everything. Let's go to the Court of the Penitent. Council of Stars. In the pit. Thing. Let's get going.
hey. All right then. I'm here.
Okay. Oh, so much yawning. I'm gonna push through this. Or I'll get partway through end the episode and finish it tomorrow. We'll see. Have to decide. Yeah, that's not glitched there, and it shouldn't be. It's weird. Old song, and then get into the ferry. Hopefully there's no quest to, like, convince that guy to let me go. That would be frustrating. I don't want to do that right now. Well, at least it would give me an excuse to do that, and then quit, and then do this later. Oh, I feel like I should have enough something to get me by without doing some kind of bullshit side quest. Who knows, right? Oh, it's not going away. Really weird. Oh, I can just go. Okay. The shield is not crap. Or than honest. Yes, I know. He's hurt. I don't like him. I'll have to leave them in just so that when there's actual spoken dialogue, I know when it actually ends, so I know when to continue for you guys. How long I have to wait. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Hi. Nope.
This does look like Theos' kind of place.
Who are you?
I remember when I was a girl, and
Oh,
the
this
missionaries
thing
came
was
and
happening.
told
I
us
remember
about the
that now.
gods. They said we could see them in the stars. I remember when I heard that, I snuck out at night and climbed the watchtower in the old fort because I wanted to see them better. That fort burned down a few years ago when we cast the missionaries out. It was the missionaries who set fire to it. They didn't want us to be able to use it. Shame. There was history in that fort.
It's all security stuff. For as much as anyone seeing around me, I think. Well, so someone wants to worry about it. Worry about you. So hot your death at night. Really make me
I miscalculated many things since this began. I'm relieved you weren't one of them. It's a good thing we didn't hang you. I always knew this path would have consequences, but I never wanted to see Kratom suffer on my behalf. I don't think I can stay here any longer. I am told the Inquisition is gathering an army,
guessing
that they have sent messengers to bargain with rulers from distant
one of
lands.
my past lives.
Kratom is not built to withstand a
That's
siege.
why I am turned in with all this.
If war is coming, I should be doing what Theos is doing.
I will need allies.
Oh shit.
Allies in a stronghold that can resist an invading army.
Huh.
Osionis. They have held off many would-be invaders, and their king has no love of the Inquisition's faith. I wonder, would he listen?
Stuff happening. No, go on, brother.
Yes?
Stealth. Let's go this way now. Let's go this way now.
Brave does he not believe.
Yes? Onward!
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
To the doorway. The tunnel. Stones. 1517. Forever. Durance isn't fast enough. It's always Durance. Always fucking Durance. What's he fuck with? 20 fortitude into con shit. Always Durance. He's just a shitty shit.
Brave does he not believe.
Let's have it out!
This isn't working. Brave does he not believe. On your word. What? On your word. Go up 10. Just like an Imperial to go down.
You're not getting through me.
Charge!
Onward!
Okay. That didn't work nearly as well as I wanted.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
No, let's can't get rid of Durance's bullshit. Also lose my bonus.
Yes? I'm here.
Whatever. At the end of
Yes?
the day, it doesn't really matter, does it? I just like, hey. Wait, what was the point? An automated up or whatever. No, I don't care. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Shop. Fuck. Shit. Jeez, game. Do I care? I realize I don't. I kind of want to end this. There's more to explore, I can do it in the post-game. But I've decided this is what matters to me. And now the gods will come and help me or something.
Another turn, Inquisitor. I ask again, Jovara Ixensios, do you confess to these heresies of which you stand accused? Do you confess to apostasy?
I confess to renouncing a mistake.
Do you confess to conspiracy against the one true faith?
You guys are jerks.
I confess to opening minds.
Do you confess to false prophecy?
I confess to following a false prophet.
Indeed. And where might we find this heretic?
Look at your mirror.
He wears the robes of a Grand Inquisitor.
Clever.
You have no followers here, heretic. Your lies hold no sway in the court of the penitents.
Only my truth, then.
Another turn.
I don't want to hear those.
No! Wait! Wait! I'm ready. I'm ready.
You are ready to give a confession?
No, she's not.
I'm ready to hear one from you.
Inquisitor. I see.
If this doesn't inspire faith in the gods, I don't know what will.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
Nice. Okay. Okay, pit. Pit, let's see the face. Jump into the pit. Jumping into pits is always a good idea, don't you think? I tend to think of it as a smart option. Trusting the promise of the gods and the power of the souls to bear you safely down. Some objects your breath away, the souls catch you, placing you in a shining, throwing aura. So you simply still feel you're falling faster than you should, since it's around you. This is all, take control of the souls to guide yourself to safety. Concentrating and focusing the essence around you and knitted together in your mind. As the jungle of souls becomes a single entity, coordinated and purposeful, it steers you to safety at the center of the pit. Manage to spread your arms and legs and next ready in your position. Try to feel more comfortable when you notice Durance is falling, still falling too fast. Agility. Die for your company. New controls. Well, look at me taking the hit from Durance. Durance is always failing athletics. I tried to give him athletics, but I had to focus on mechanics too much. I needed him. He's the one who started with the best mechanics. Completed Act 3. What is this? It's called, like, Finale? Act 4? Okay. I got a Steam achievement.
After what seems like an eternity, your rapid descent comes to an abrupt end. You remain still for a moment while your heart settles and your eyes adjust, breathing in stale, forgotten air. Before you, a narrow and eroded walkway becomes faintly visible in the dim light, cutting a winding path through a cavern so expansive it seems a world unto itself. In the distance, you can make out the cold gleam of living Adra veins that spike and fork in and out of view from the murky depths beneath. Their glow a faint and fleeting guide along the ancient trail. You look above at the opening you jumped through, now barely a speck of light like some distant star alone in the cosmos and forever out of reach. Your only way lies ahead.
Well, that went better than I expected. Everyone all right? No shattered knees? Good. Just me, then.
That was bracing.
This place is cursed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rest and get rid of my ribs.
Do you think a single man might change the course of destiny?
I don't believe in destiny fate. He had the will and the means. That's the sticking point. It seemed to change the world. Wonder start passing through it. We were schemed. That was the top of peaks. What's this really about? What is wrong? Nothing hurt. I want to bring back an artifact and have it solve all the Rata's problems for me. I've already seen it done, and I'll have to convince them myself that I checked it here.
Laying low.
Basically, everyone had to pass an athletics 5 check. He's got athletics 4. Yeah. He just barely isn't good enough.
See now what the flame has shown us?
But I was never gonna do that. Okay,
I'm here.
He did it, I guess.
Keeping it up. Oh, yeah.
My gut
They
tells me
does
this
not believe.
Onward!
That's it!
Yes, no.
Hey, I'm here.
Assuming it's the only floor, but who's to say?
I shall be discreet. Let's see what we found.
Where?
Onward!
Brave thou Philophili.
Yes?
Yes?
That's it!
Brave thou Philophili.
That was fun.
And what does the flame reveal? And the fire shows me something new.
Aren't you the one without gloves? There you go. Get speed. In addition to that one, you probably suppress now, aren't they? Yeah. Whatever. Let's see what this throw. Damage. Better interrupt. This crush. Pierce. Firm guarding sling. Wow, there's, I don't know. I like the marking. The marking's really nice. So we'll keep that. Although, doesn't he have a... No, let's give him this. This offhand.
I'm here.
Secondary set. Well, apparently that's not anything.
Brave thou Philophili.
What?
How many? I shall.
Stand still. On your word.
Yes?
Stand still.
Shh.
Brave thou Philophili.
Nice and quiet.
Brave thou Philophili.
Your thoughts must... flow deep and deep.
That's it! Charge!
And what does the flame reveal? And the fire shows me something new. Brave thou
Yes?
Thick with some rock. Thick with some rock.
That's it!
Yes?
Easy now.
Aye? Yes?
Brave thou not believe. Here's a lesson to be taught.
How may I help?
This thing isn't doing the job.
Onward!
And what does the flame reveal?
Okay, that's the thing that's happening. However, still working silent. Feels like taking more ice, but seem very deep in its core than from the flame. But Ayla's appears somehow different to you now. A slight stoop to her carriage, perhaps, or a trace of sunkenness in her eyes as a broad scar across her face. Fibrous and wormy where flames once laughed.
So my love returns to me at long last. You are so different now from who you were then, yet much remains the same. Old troubles with a new face. What is it that has brought you here?
Seems that I have unfinished business here.
I'd hoped after our last discussion you would find what you sought. Has it eluded you all this time? I can only guess your presence here has something to do with Theos. The energy of this place changes when he is near. I don't know what he has done, but I do know of the souls that pass through here now. They do not come by choice.
In the cycle, these Eastern Power Wotica, name Animancer for the damages.
After all this time, he would still stand against the tide.
You knew me when Theos did. There's something I need to know about that time.
I will tell you what I remember.
Something about that lifetime my soul can't let go of. I do know what it is, and I'm running out of time. I see moments from that life with you with the Inquisition of Theos.
I can see his influence, still hanging like a weight about your neck. So it always was. He had inspired something in you. We spoke of him the last time you were here also. It was just after the trial. You were agitated. I think because you started to consider that what I was teaching may have been true.
What's that? Brought fears of pity.
That the gods aren't real.
I'd dreaded the idea from the moment the Delimgon suggested it. And yet, it almost feels like a relief. She's not serious.
Perhaps not to her. Many are those whom the gods have scorned. This is petty retribution. There's a theory puts my boldest to shame. But we ourselves have seen the gods' influence.
What I taught was that the gods whose faith we had been spreading were not gods at all,
like
but
Dragon
something
Age.
else entirely. Something created by people.
Who created these gods?
They were conceived by Engwith,
Right.
a society of high minds and broad concerns. Theos' people. In their time, every people worshipped its own gods. Sometimes they warred over it. After a few wars of their own, the Engwithans sought an end to it. They devoted all their energy to finding the true creators. Generation after generation, they prodded and worked the stitching of the world and unlocked its secrets. One day, they found an answer. Except the answer was no answer at all. There were no gods to be found. Or if there ever were, they were gone. It shook them, this finding. If they could discover this on their own, how long until others would? How long before war and chaos reigned over a world without consequence? But they had mastered many things in their pursuit of these answers. And with their mastery, they crafted their own gods to fill the void, and sent missionaries to the corners of the world to spread their faith. The Engwithan missionaries all knew it, but they never told the rest of us. They meant it to be a secret that died with them. And in the end, they allowed their bloodlines to fade from memory. I had been assigned to join a few of them at a temple. I found the door to their chambers closed, but the room was stone and the door thin. Their voices carried. I heard enough. I investigated the things they spoke of, and everything was there, just as they said it'd be. I never thought of it as faith, but I think you are right to call it that. Let the world see. Let them decide what to do. That was my faith. I became a missionary because the gods brought me hope that I wanted to bring to others. For a time, the truth sent me to a dark place. Then the day came when I realized nothing had changed, that I still had a purpose, and the purpose was the same and it was worth living for. I began questioning the other missionaries in public, exposing their parlor tricks. In time, their following became mine. You asked me this once before. Nothing I can say would be any proof, and it may be certainty your soul craves. Resolution. But if you are bound for the same place Theos directs these souls, you will see for yourself, as you once did. Everyone faces this truth at one time or another. Few confront it. Few have the stomach to ask what if. And in avoiding the question, they deny themselves an identity of their own. What if all the tragedy, all the persecution, came in defense of an imposter?
But that's not... That can't be right. Aethys, he's done miracles for people.
The power of the gods is undeniable. The truth of the story they weave is not. What if it were forbidden knowledge rather than fault that earned your doom? What of your guilt?
I have seen with my own eyes the deceptions of my goddess. The Watcher has shown me as much. But it was not until now that I understood how truly desperate she was. The depths of her deception.
You speak of her deceptions, but what of your own? Was it her words that led you down your path? Or was it the absence of her words? A gap that you filled with your own broken thoughts? What if you had always been alone, without guidance?
Well, as poorly as I've chosen my guides, I suppose It would be a comfort to know that I'm free of them.
The freedom has always been. It was the guidance that was the illusion. If all our common threads are spun from a lie, what's left to bind us together?
All of us across Aora are trying to survive, to make sense of the world. What could better bind us together than that struggle? We'll find our own truths. Make them if we must. We don't need an ancient lie to bolster us. United, the Engwithans created gods. Mortal men and women coming together to do the impossible. Let us surpass them.
What if the cycle of birth and death is nothing more than a tool of endless preoccupation?
In your head. It's back. What if we can be assured of nothing? The only value is in the things we create ourselves. Let's build our own strength so we can bear it. And only when we cease to exist as beings can peace be found. And that is the questions that have always been posed more value than that. Then it is the questions that have always posed more value than the answers. And the fewer people who realize that, the better. All we can do is endure. Yeah, things we create ourselves.
And in the lives we create, is this not the essence of motherhood? To create, cherish, nurture, to give of yourself for the sake of another.
There is bliss to be found in the things we create, but sorrow as well. Every creation bears the imperfections of its creator, and its creator's creator. Art and song are creations, but so are weapons and lies. We must be careful that our creations do not consume us. I ask these things not to trouble you, but to show why they must be confronted. No answer is simple, but somewhere between them all lies a truth so beautiful, not even a god could conceive it. Do we not owe ourselves a chance to find our part in it?
There is still truth.
If that is truly what you believe, then you are a far different person than the one I knew. I've been alone here with my thoughts for so long now. I've found peace with my failures, and with my punishment. I no longer curse fate for what might have been. But there is one thing that has clawed and scraped at my mind all these years. One thing that will not be put to rest until I know. Until I understand. I need to know why you chose to remain with the Inquisition, even after you'd learned the truth. Do you remember?
Afraid of what Theos might do to me if I didn't agree to do it.
Woodica gifted him a great many things, but his ability to manipulate was always his own. Good. The things I taught, the things I believed, I needed to hear that. I needed to know it wasn't because...
Forgotten you? You didn't know it wasn't because after everything you've learned, you'd still rather believe. That is the conclusion people reach once they know everything and their purpose is from a mistake. Opinion matters so much to you.
Of all that I loved you for, it was your righteousness most of all. You had heard both sides, seen everything. If not you, then who? I'm aware of the folly of trying to learn so much from so little. I've had time to consider that in all its facets. But in the end, it was all I had. Even knowing what you've told me, some part of me knows it doesn't truly answer what I wish to know.
Oh!
Nor will an eternity of silent contemplation.
Pillars of eternity.
I will have only my guesses and suspicions. And that will have to do.
Pillar that has a person's soul bound to it. Pillars of eternity. Is that what the gods are? We'll see, won't we?
And what of your understanding of our past? Are you at ease with the choice you made?
See the world differently now. I once did, and I regret what I did to you and wish for forgiveness. Do it again, given the choice. It wasn't me who made that choice. I bear no responsibility for it.
I have always forgiven you. Though I didn't know your reason, I knew you. I knew we had had something wonderful once. Looking back at that has helped me through these many years. At first I thought this might be the source of your soul's anguish, but now I see I was mistaken. You are not divided on this matter. You have put it behind you. It is with Theos that your agony lies, in sun and shadow. Your questions are not for me, but for him. And it may be that only an answer from the mouth of Theos himself will satisfy your needs. Yet if there is anything I can tell you that would be of use, ask and you shall know.
Bound here to the end of time.
In a matter of speaking. This is Braeth Yamen, the court of the penitents. Souls are confined here until they repent. They must beg the forgiveness of a god, pledge their soul to them, and they will be lifted from this place to the world above. In truth, they receive leniency, but not true mercy. The spite of Woodica is eternal. They linger above, at the site of the old court, and are not permitted to leave the island, forever severed from the cycle.
That sucks.
This prison was full once in the days of the Inquisition. But time weathers all things, even will. I'm the only tenant who remains. Yet, I feel their presence strongly now, as it was in the beginning. You have brought many of them here. They cry out for the judgment of Theos. You have struck some bargain with the gods, then.
The gods for me. I opened it.
They aid you because they would bend you to their own purposes. Engwith built gods from ideals, and an ideal on its own is a grotesque and vicious thing. But these souls, these forgiven the gods have bequeathed you like chattel. They were loyal followers in life. They will be with you to the very end.
She just explained this. I don't feel the need to know how she speaks my language. Do you know what it is I need from
I could not say for sure. But you have been to Sun and Shadow before, and it came at a crossroads in your life, when much of what you knew had been upended. I have to believe it will come to you there. Your concerns then were of loyalty and trust and the gods. Everything I told you seemed to send you further into doubt. His words mattered to you when you knew him then. After you and I spoke, you went immediately to seek him out. Perhaps you simply sought confirmation from the man you trusted. If something from that time still troubles you, it may be something he told you then, or refused to tell you. He keeps secrets better than any in this world. He cares only for the secret he keeps locked away. He destroys anyone who might discover it, no matter their chances. That's why he's always favored Woodica. It isn't in her love of promises or justice. It's her disregard for the rules. Her willingness to do what is necessary. To Theos, she's not a deity, but an ally with which to conspire. When her power waxes, she does as she pleases with this realm, as well as hers. And she wants that secret guarded as much as he. If Theos succeeds, there will be a shift in the balance of power among the gods. Woodica was vanquished once, when the other gods decided she had gone too far, and her power diminished. With this infusion, there is no telling what she will do. The only certainty is that there will be chaos in their realm, as well as ours. You will not find a more resolute being on all of Eora. There is no offer you could make, nor spell you could cast, nor pain you could inflict that would make him reveal what he hides. But I see you have become a watcher in this life. Perhaps in defeat, when he can no longer defend himself, you might learn something from him. Theos will not wait for you. If you do not catch up to him now, you may never find him again.
Gods and the souls have forgiven you, repent, you could join with them for the ship the final blow. What you find here is an illusion. You are a slave of the gods, bound by their rules, stuck in their system. Continued existence is proof the gods mean for all of us. If you hadn't planted doubt in my mind long ago, I'd be living a normal life right now. Before I go, I will pay you for this news. Not waste Game over too. You're suggesting you disintegrate your soul and make you cease to exist. You're no different than these other souls the gods have broken inside I do much yourself fighting them. You remain here not for the gods, but in hopes of some affirmation of your faith. You were afraid you were wrong. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps there is a way to end this on my terms.
I am grateful you came in.
I don't want to stay bounty for eternity.
No matter the circumstances.
That's not good.
You're not exactly who you once were, I have to remind myself. But seeing you one last time, and remembering what we shared, brief as it was better than anything I dared hope for in this place. I suppose I have waited long enough, and I do not wish to delay you any further. Come, let's be done with this once and for all. I am ready.
In mind's eye, your Vara's soul becomes a doll of parchment. Your focus flies towards the doll and waves of sparks that gather and clutches at its feet. Push harder and the sparks engorge, dancing upward as flames that climb the base of the doll, curling it, peeling back the woven fibers and turning them into a luminescent orange before fading them to purest black. The doll seems to hang there for a moment as the last of the parchment is consumed by the last of the flame, leaving only a few tenuously connected strands to hold together its shape, like some intricate work of lace. Rivara tips her head slightly to you, and with that last strands give way, coming apart as particles of ash that scattered, carried on some invisible breeze into the nothingness beyond. She is gone. That's the way I like it, I think, ultimately. Just that, you know... I think that she... You know... She deserves to be free.
Nice and quiet.
But now we have a fight, so let's take that.
So, it's true. The gods are a sham that people have followed for thousands of years.
Wait. Yeah, this one's... Or, the Dare one's a chat. And so does Aeloth.
Doesn't that just beat all? Here I was, wondering all this time whether all these terrible things were people's fault or the gods. Turns out they might be the same thing. Wonder how things would have gone different 15 years ago if the Raid Sarens had been told their god was made in some forge or kiln someplace. Would we still have gone to war?
So God would make them believe they were right. I doubt they'd have fought if they knew this fell.
I could see the rebellion still happening, but I don't know that they would have invaded. I don't know. When Woden left for war, we, had a fight. As brothers will. About him going off to war. He was set on it. My parents warned him. They said you get a new country with every trip across the border, but your god, you only get the one. Me? I didn't know who was right. All I knew was I didn't want him to go. It's the same for families as it is for gods. You only get the one. I said every vicious thing I could think of, trying to change his mind. He brushed it off. Just got me madder, of course, him being so calm. He said I should come with him, but he'd understand if I didn't want to. I told him he'd better be able to face his god one day and answer for what he'd done. He said he'd keep that in mind. And then, he was gone. By the time I'd cooled off, months had passed. One morning it dawns on me that my brother always knew better than me. If he was so sure of what he was doing, then I should be there with him. I packed my things and was on the road that same morning. Of course, what I didn't know then was he'd already changed his mind. By that time, he was dead on that field.
I think he went to a wyvern because of force and said, yeah.
Crossed my mind. You live in a place like Gilded Vale. You don't have a whole lot else to do other than think about things you don't want to think about. I hope that wasn't it. I hope he went there because it's what he thought was right. But it seems I'm not meant to know. If I'd have left with him, we'd both be dead, so... I don't know why I bother thinking about it. I found my own way in the end, and it wasn't my brother's and it wasn't my god's. I don't know if it was right. But I couldn't abide what Wydwin was doing to his own. God or not. I don't regret it. Whether Wydwin was Eothas, Well, it hardly seems to matter after what we just heard. All these questions I've been trying to figure out. I think I just miss my brother. Still one more mess we gotta straighten out. Come on, then. I still owe you one.
Aloth.
We've been lied to. Our whole lives, and many lives before that. And it's led us to put our faith in a pantheon of gods that never deserved it in the first place.
This is wrong. Most people are fundamentally decent, and knowing the truth can only make them better. It's an outrage. When you turn to believe in the gods, or they can be there's wrong.
You're right. People will be better off finding direction on their own than following this farce. Besides, the gods haven't exactly done much to prevent us from slaughtering each other.
I'm super okay with, like,
if anything,
lack
they've only
of
given
gods.
us more pretenses for doing so.
And in real life, I believe in a god. But it's funny, I guess, just like in this world, there seems to be firm proof that the deities aren't really deities; they are man-made. So, if that was proved in our world, I would probably have the same opinion.
Seems like that's all they've been doing of late.
I've also been thinking. There won't be much left of Theos by the time you're done with him, if I know how you operate. That will leave the leaden key headless. Perhaps it's best it stays that way. Then let's face Theos. When this is all over, I'll make sure that no one is able to commit his abuses again.
I'm guessing I could turn Theos into their leader, or Aloth into their leader. Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's not something I want to do. Fine. I don't think we need that camp. That one less than. I'm just gonna keep going. We're too close to the end. I want to finish this. Oh, war's not when enemies use scouting mode. Yeah.
I shall be discreet. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we note a rather sharp drop somewhere around here?
Does that give us actual light? It does not.
Yes? Indeed.
Things and stuff are happening. The souls that I brought with me. Oh.
Full of surprises, aren't you?
Look at that. A city to put all others to shame. And long lost.
Many spirits stir here, edged with anger, violence.
Can you do that again? I had something in my eye. I missed most of it.
God damn it,
We light our own path now, Watcher.
I like how it's not even giving, it's just giving me like random loot. Seeing flame. That one has 2 rings. I can get like them all. Ah. Yeah, it's funny. That's just giving me like auto loot. It's not even Gwethan shades, but even stronger.
Ha! Praise thou Elon.
Aye?
Let's have it out! Attack!
Getting slowed by something. Maybe?
Yes?
Hello? Hello?
Souls every. Oh shit. Shadow shit. Shit. Alright.
How may I help?
Hey, Darren, do that thing. You can do that thing as well.
I shall deal with this one. Attack!
Francis! Who you just learned is not real and don't care about it anymore.
That's not very helpful.
Onward! Don't even join
Okay. Goodbye, Shadow Drake body that disappeared forever.
Let's see what lies this way.
Come on. That would have damage. Yeah. Bones. Collection. Why is it one that... Whale. I just made the items. He uses it's not theme, save when he chooses. She enemy at times only gets the answers the first time of day.
You understand the value of a mystery watcher. A buried scroll, a hidden truth.
He one of the ones that I couldn't
These are my ways.
Yeah, he was one of the ones I couldn't talk to before. Or was he with Grant?
You unravel a thread, Watcher. One you have lost and discovered over generations. And following it to its end has only brought you back to the beginning.
Speak plainly. During the meaning from the end you almost achieved, your search for answers led you to a past, for a mystery to one rancher still. You stop work, gold's not to see the souls of this. See the two souls as distractors. The goal now is to see to the souls Theos distract. Guess what would you do?
A nebula of souls, blind and brimming with potential. The answer to Woodika's question and the beginning of yours. What would you do with them?
Leia, it's possible to restore them.
A song the world knows and tires of. The droning chorus repeated again and again. Better the improvised melody, the unfolding chant. The listeners sit rapt, and just when they think they have the tune, it changes again.
Whale shows up to
Even the gods require fresh mysteries.
You consign the souls to the fate of some gods choosing. You have done them. Now scattered from across the existence of their destination, and neither god nor mortal can be lost to it. Damn it! Just not enough intellect. What end? That's
no end, Watcher. That is that none know. They could. That is a word for endings, and this is but.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna do what Hyleia said. Simple justice. Give the souls back to who they were taken from.
Laying low.
It may not be the best thing to do. Let's go do this while we're here. I'll probably summon another Shadow Drake.
Brave does not believe.
That's not very helpful. Yes?
Arctic with Sunrock.
Yes?
Let's have it out! What?
Repels.
That's not very helpful.
I'll let Margaret's fire bless this.
They really need to change their approach after they stop believing in their gods. Durance with Margaret and Kid Chaos. Really. Bye forever. Come on, guys.
Charge!
keeping an eye out.
Of course.
So I think that'll be the way out, so let's not go that way yet. I want to get everything. This area, I want to get everything. The outside of the place, I didn't get. But there's like a one-time place for sure.
Charge!
Brave thou be not believe.
I thought you were
I'm here.
Charge!
Yes? Indeed. Yes? Easy now.
They shall see nothing while I see much.
Laying low.
That's a jumping thing, so I'm gonna do that after.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
Why not go down here? Okay. Why can't I go down there? That's strange. That's not right. No, let's just go here. Alright. I'll make them jump, I guess. Jump to the freezing lane. Durance cries out landing us. Oh god, he sucks. Durance is terrible. It's short version.
How may I help?
It's an ankle. That's very nice.
Yes? I shall be discreet.
Wait, what
You
did I just
can
get?
trust me.
Yeah. Is that it? I thought this would be like
I'm here.
a way to a place. Really? That's lame. That parent's double injured. So ankle and sprained wrist. Well, let's see. Have I missed anything? I don't think. It's not letting me go down there. If otherwise, that's not anything. I really can't go down here, so let's let's camp right here and then go to the door. Quick save, because you quick save. Excuse me. Back to the door. Can only assume that this is where Theos is. Excuse me. Yeah, I like my metagame information. Thank you very much. Tis appreciated. Anyway, sorry, excuse me. Yep. This looks like a final battle area. Sure.
Are you ready to take the oath?
No.
Spread the word of the gods to the lost and heathen.
Affliction.
I am trusting you to remain loyal to the gods in this.
Nah.
If you do not, you will have greater powers than me to answer to. But you will answer to me as well.
Ooh, he has resolve +1 from that. Lose 1 might, gain 2 resolve. Seems like a good trade-off to me. Yeah, I like my actual high belt with my regen.
I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
Uh-huh. Whatever you say, Skippy.
This is a missionary, same as I was. Taught
Yeah,
the wrong thing.
You're dead, though.
Osionis. They have held off many would-be invaders.
You are ready to give a confession?
I am ready to hear one from you.
Touch was warm to the touch. Touch was warm to the touch. One of the big version of all the machines, basically. And then there's this. Is that him in the flesh this time? Under a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with azure and trimmed with copper. Find a great pillar of azure pierces the floor from below like a ragged spike, its terrain texture in the illusion of boundless depth. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they are all questions. Base of the pillar sends Theos, a look of concern on his face as he notes your approach. Something you want to ask him, one question above all others spinning madly in your mind. You don't dare ask him yet. You need some admission from him first, some hint of the veracity of your suspicions.
You are far from your post, Inquisitor. What brings you here?
Machine behind you, what does it do?
It has many uses, but its purpose is to bring structure to the chaos that surrounds it.
Statues were they of?
They are monuments to Woodica's greatest servants among my people. I hope to join them myself one day, but my work is not yet complete.
Is this place?
We are in a sanctum holy to Woodica. There are others like it in service to the other gods. I come here often to pray for her counsel, and in this space I may be assured that she hears me.
So you are telling the truth?
That woman sought only to destroy the foundations of peace and civility that my people sacrificed everything to build.
That is the most non-answer answer. That is perfect. Position based on the need.
The Inquisition was based on the need to cut the flesh from a rotting wound.
Uh-huh. Just attack invasion. Did you lie to me when you said the gods have been suffering? Are there gods?
What is a god?
Fuck you.
A higher power? A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked? Something men can turn to in their darkest moments when their days seem only like bridges from one tragedy to the next. Our gods are all these things.
Are there no gods?
We are in a sacred place within earshot of the gods themselves.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the time. You've been through much these past few months.
Mm-hmm.
You will return home and you will rest. When you feel you have recovered, you may rejoin us at the trials.
Mm-hmm.
The Inquisition is far from over,
Mm-hmm.
and I will have need of you.
Mm-hmm.
There are many who continue to spread the lies of the apostate. The Inquisition will not end until we have pronounced judgment on all of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that, and there's the real one. Finally here, performing for you. It's the last member of the DK crew. Also Theos.
How did you find it?
I didn't. It was Lady Gun.
Another in a string of acts of petty defiance. For all her knowledge, she always preferred spite over reason.
She loved you.
Then she should have obeyed. I ask one thing of all my followers. She was incapable. A waste of rare talent and intellect.
Blind obedience is a lot to ask of someone with a mind of their own.
What of your cohorts, then? They have followed you to their deaths.
Sure.
Is it loyalty that brings them here? Or is it, as my agents suggest, that they have no direction of their own?
Ask them, motherfucker. I did all their quests, Skippy.
You worshipped Aethys, did you not?
Your spies are good. What gave me away? The cape?
The cape that is still in my inventory, by the way.
Yet when your god needed you the most, you chose your country.
We were being invaded, not by anyone who was acting like a god.
Then I should think your hometown gave you a hero's welcome when you returned.
You can stick it up your ass.
They made cake. Hard to blame people for losing faith when it's the gods who are misbehaving.
The gods argue over how best to prevent Kith society from destroying itself. These disruptions would not be necessary were mortal instinct not so
You know, since
diseased.
Wodka was the person who wanted to stop Aethos and Widewind, you're really not one to talk about this at all.
You have devoted yourself to studying the work of my
It's a
people.
big
Why?
I thought your people had much to teach us. That we too could create great machines, improve our ships, make an empire as vast and impressive as yours ever was, built upon your secrets.
And did you ever consider that these were things you were never meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
Shut up. Better. The Ingwethans weren't an infallible race. They were never gods. All your petty experiments, your heinous crimes, your glorious achievements. You were just people, and your time came and went. Ingweth is a lesson now for those who remain.
You are living in the time of my people, Amawa.
Amawa.
You owe them more than you will ever
Amawa.
comprehend, and so it shall ever be.
Get off my horse.
Greater civilizations than yours have attempted to reclaim what we buried. The greater their successes, the worse their fates in the end. I have seen to it.
Stairs.
You built a weapon that delivered exactly as promised.
I served my goddess as you did yours.
Yet the other builders were slain. 11 of a dozen. Why not you? Were you somehow different? Redeemable in your god's sight?
Whatever desire I had to be redeemed in her eyes was weakness, purged by the Watcher's sight.
Or was it merely that your goddess wanted you dead as well, and your delusions of importance prevented you from seeing the obvious?
A whore's beguiling charms, nothing more. But the spell's broke now, Theos. The trial's over. I know friend from foe, and I've come here now to see a foe repaid.
You were able to destroy a god because another god wished it. Without her hand to guide you, you could not strike at a god any more than you could strike the sky. You are impotent, and not just from the pox. State your name and purpose, young acolyte.
My name belonged to the gods and my hand to their service. No more.
You serve none but yourself. Without contact with your order, you can have no higher purpose. Only the base concerns of the flesh. You have cast yourself from our ranks.
And I should have done it years before.
Sorry.
I'd rather live in uncertainty than servitude.
And that uncertainty would lead you where it leads everyone.
Will he notice
To
grooming,
doubt,
mother?
to emptiness, to the many cruelties inspired by disbelief. You will have to forgive your Grandmaster for remaining skeptical of his initiate's choices. You are here because you are lost.
Doesn't even notice
The
grooming,
gods
mother.
cannot reach everyone, I'm
Makes
afraid.
sense.
May you fare better in your next lives. I gather you have had your soul awakened. Why else would you shadow my footsteps like some stray mongrel? You think I have something to offer you, but our business was concluded long ago.
Was my life by the lies you told? You owe me the truth.
I answered your questions once. That your soul is not fit to accept the answers is of little concern to me. I lied to no one. Not to you, not to anyone. The gods are real. They are everything we need them to be, and the world is better for it.
Manson wants it spreading your false faith would end atrocities. But here you are, admitting your own.
The spread of our faith ended many such atrocities. I do what I must to ensure it continues to do so. The heart of this country has skipped a beat, nothing more. I have done far worse. I plunged the peaceful kingdom of Telosus into civil war. I slew the monarch of Desantio, whose people never knew hardship under his rule, and replaced him with a cruel despot who brought them to ruin. When plague arrived at the great city of Arborensis, I saw to it that the cure did not. They piled their dead outside the city in heaps that rose above their walls.
This is supposed to diminish the damage you've done here?
It is to show the proper perspective.
Fuck off.
There was a time, back when your soul was still a shapeless mist, when the world believed only in false gods. Thousands of them. Gods that told them to take slaves. Gods that told them to make war upon their neighbors and devour the slain. Gods that told them to burn their children alive and cover themselves in the ashes as a sign of their faith. But all that changed when they learned of the true gods. Our gods. All those misshapen, bestial instincts melted beneath the radiance of our God's majesty. You could see it in their eyes. That dull emptiness replaced with the glimmer of a kindled spark.
I think I'm gonna try this. Sounds like this is it. I think I know where it's going. Where I hope it's going. You led them to overcome their nature.
No person can overcome his instincts by himself. Only with the aid of a god. Someone he will respect and listen to, even against his every impulse. Does he stand a chance?
It's your actions.
Have you imagined this
not
existence?
The gods.
The one the apostate would have
your
created.
Choices.
We are not all so
you shaped
virtuous
it,
as
not
she.
Them.
Without our gods, the most wicked, the most tyrannical, they would take that power for themselves. But more than that, it would be a hollow existence. All mysteries forever unanswered. All purposes constructed from meaninglessness. No endings to bring closure. Only a wheel, turning without mercy.
Underestimate people.
Grinding our spirits to dust.
Your way comes at too great a cost. Better than them. Better than them. Your way comes at too great a cost.
It is the least of all possible costs. Are you so dense as to think a faithless world would not be ridden with calamity? All I have seen, the millennia of experience. I will not be dissuaded from this course. This is the only way.
You're blind to think yours is the only way. You're controlled by your own doubts.
We are all controlled by our own doubts. Better that we should be relieved of them. With your soul and thousands of others, I will see this world purged of its suffering. Hear me, Woodica. Okay. Your servant calls for aid.
If there is a way to talk him out of it, I didn't find it. This is... There we go. Oh. That happened. Oh, is this what's going on? Is this what's going on? Oh, shit. Shit, those are big. Wodica's headsman and Wodica's judge. Shit on a candle. Alright.
Yes?
I'm going to switch shit like... Alright,
What?
You need to do that right now. You need
On your word.
Do that.
Your thoughts must flow deeply, indeed.
Try that.
What?
Hey. Yes?
Cool. Manipulating people against their own guys. That's always fun. So just run away, get out of my house.
I'll take worth and raw.
Okay. He's coming back, but he's not still not.
I'll take worth and raw.
Oh, Elon's
How may I help?
dead. Okay. You're still not an enemy. This'll be fun.
Enough of this.
Okay. Oh, he's judge. Shit.
These ones are in for a walloping.
You need to get
Just like an adherent to go
That's
down.
right. Alright. How about some orcs? You guys should, go fight this thing.
Oh, I'm dead. Just like an adherent to go down fast.
Yes?
Fiery whore of a goddess!
Alrighty. Stop working! Steps to the wheel. I just learned this. Feels like I did. I'll wait until. You guys doing fine? They're doing fine. I know. You can get him. He's still stuck. Just totally crowned.
Fire! Rally! Let's leave some reminders! Whore of a goddess! Whore of a goddess!
Back. We took out the first guy. Back to his body. You guys go for that. No, you for that.
Charge!
Following your lead.
Novel.
Alright, can we do...
Gotta be more careful.
A gift.
Aye?
Dragon. Okay. See what that should be, right?
What? Ulikna. Don't even point.
Deal with this shit.
Stand still.
Yes?
Shit, I need to get myself.
Huh?
You need to do. Oh shit. Durance needs to do. Oh, I'm on. I can't revive it anymore. Alright.
Stand still. Can't stand much longer.
Okay, no. That's not very good.
Curses.
Hey.
Get your blood!
Stand still.
Rithulikna.
Fight on, my friends!
Okay,
Following your
you
lead.
should make.
Oh,
Okay. Okay, cool. I was back to his body, we just had to deal with him. Oh, why did you help again? That's weird. Okay, we're done. No, that way. Unless the ogres can win on their own. Or this ogre can win on its own. We're done. Yeah, now we're...
Nabaru beyond sea.
Yeah, that's that. That was lame. I'm gonna assume I want this. Okay. Yeah, autosave is what I want. Oh, do I have to go through this entire conversation again? That was dumb. Okay. Praise. At least it's not the whole combo. It's just this fight. I'm tired. My face hurts. Let's just do this. Alright. It's not a lot of people died this time. So,
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Get out of the way. Right there.
Huh?
Over there.
Hmm?
Over there.
What? Brave Dalphilon.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Yes?
How dare you? He's huge. I don't like this guy. Do you think? Help. Help. Oh wait, no, I need one person.
How may I help?
You.
Onward! Onward! Attack!
Nabaru beyond sea.
Let's burn this away! On your word.
Artifact worth and raw. Nabaru beyond.
Rest up, big guy. You got your back.
Get your blood! That's very helpful.
This one even worse than last time.
Artifact worth and raw.
No!
I'll let Margaret's pot just like an ambulance this go down
fast. This isn't happening. I'm gonna cut this here. I know, I'm sorry. We're gonna start with this fight next time. Yeah. See you then.